What's up guys, my name is Faisal Al Edaily and welcome back to another episode of Celestia. Today we are going to be exploring the weirdest moons. It's going to be 15 moons and we are going to explore them, each one. And each one has its own cool and unique characteristics. So let's just go straight to it. So first we have Io. Io is a moon of Jupiter. It's the closest Galilean moon to Jupiter, and it's also the most dense moon, and it's also the most volcanically active moon, and it looks like a pizza. Actually though, no joke. So it's very volcanically active, and that's because it's very close to Jupiter, and it's a very big planet. So it's just really cool. I love it. So next is Enceladus. So let's go to Enceladus. It's one of the moons, the major moons of Saturn. So here it is. And this is, what I like about this, it's how cool its surface is. It's very white. And it's also, fun fact about Enceladus, it's the brightest moon in the solar system, the one with the lowest magnitude. And it also shoots ice geysers into space, which is super cool. And it has an underground ocean below its icy surface. And it's one of the moons of Saturn. You can see here. Whee! And most of these we actually have explored in our solar system tour. So next is Triton. This is the biggest moon of Neptune. And also, all of the moons of Neptune orbit clockwise. Or no, I don't know, but all of them orbit either counterclockwise or clockwise, but this one is the only one that orbits clockwise. Yeah, all of them orbit counterclockwise, and this one's the only one that orbits clockwise. You can see. Wow, it's really... Okay, there we go. And also, it is the only big moon, because the smallest moon other than this is Proteus, which is I don't know, 100 something feet, 200 miles, kilometers in radius. It's 200 kilometers in radius. So this is the only moon that's, it may be a captured dwarf planet by Neptune, and also it is very very cold. It's super cold actually. It's negative 234 degrees Celsius, which is 40 degrees Celsius away from absolute zero, so pretty cold. You might want to take out a few jackets there. Next is Phobos. Phobos orbits Mars. It's the biggest and closest moon of Mars. It is so close to Mars that it sets and rises twice a day. It actually orbits very close to Mars. If we speed things up 1,000 times, you can still see the orbiting. Even 100 times though. Yeah, you can still see it moving easily. It's nowhere near as the MGS, the Mars Global Surveyor, or the Mars Odyssey, but it's still very close for a moon. It might get torn apart by Mars and it'll have rings. Next is Deimos, which is already here. You can see it. It's pretty small and it can be looked as an asteroid, or it kind of looks like an asteroid. It's pretty obvious why they feel like it's an asteroid. And it's still very close, even though this is the smaller and further one. It's still very close. Here it is, for a moon. So there it is. Mars, Phobos, and Deimos. And we didn't look at Phobos, so let's go see what it looks like. It's only 13 kilometers diameter. Mars has very small moons. So here it is. So that's Phobos and Deimos. Next is Miranda, and it orbits Uranus. So here it is. It's the smallest of the major moons of Uranus. So here it is. And it has very weird shapes, weird looks on it. Here it is. Let's orbit around it. So let's speed things up. I don't know why specifically. Whoops, that's kind of faster than I intended. I was gonna say, because this is the only planet I decided to orbit, because why not? Okay, my orbiting skills in this game, I'm very bad at orbiting. But I guess this is kind of like orbiting. Let's speed things up a bit. Ooh. I'm super bad at orbiting. It takes some skill, and I definitely don't have skill in video games. So where's Miranda again? If I travel, if you press T, you can track it. So you can't move into another direction. So if you lost it, you can just go back. So that's cool. And it also looks like it was like shattered and then put back together, like a puzzle or something like that. I mean, kind of, I can see that. Next is Hyperion. It's one of the moons of Saturn, and it's also the largest non-spherical moon in the solar system. So here it is, and it's the only tidally locked or non-tidally locked moon to Saturn. So you never know. It has a very chaotic shape too. So here it is. So it's really cool looking. And next we have another one of Saturn's moons, actually, Dione. Where's Dione? Let's search. Here's Dione. Dione. Let's go. So this shares its orbit with smaller moons. So just like Helene and Polydeuces. So that's cool. So here it is. Wow, it's also very bright. I can see that. Here it is, and it also has like these long streaks. It's like they're scars or something. I really love that. They look very, very cool. And next is my mass, which is also a star, or oh, what is going on? It's so laggy for some reason. This is also a moon of Saturn. So here it is. People call it the Death Star because it's the most cratered surface and or not cratered surface, moon of Saturn. So here it is. Next we have Callisto. Now Callisto is the most cratered surface in the solar system. It is the furthest Galilean moon from Jupiter. So here it is. It's the third biggest moon in the entire solar system, and it's really cool looking. I love how the craters look, and it's very like shiny. So here it is. It's like the surface, I mean not sphere surface. Its surface never changes in 4 billion years. Like it has been the same for 4 billion years. Which is pretty odd, I feel like. Next is Iapetus, or Iapetus. I really don't know how to spell these, but it is another moon of Saturn. So let's go here. They call it the yin and yang of the moon because half of the sides are bright, or half of it is bright and half of it is dark. So if you speed things up, wow, rotation period is insane. It's only 79 days. Wow, okay. So here it is. So you can see half of it is bright and half of it is dark. That's why it's like two-faced basically. Next is Rhea. This is another moon of Saturn. So here it is, pretty cold. And also it might have rings of its own. I'm not really sure why, I just looked that up and saw it. But here is Rhea. And it's also the only other solar system like thing in the solar system that has oxygen on its surface. So that's pretty cool. So it has oxygen, which is, I feel like it's pretty important for life. It's very important actually, because that's what we breathe in the atmosphere. We basically need that for life, so that's cool. Next is Pan Saturn. This is like through the rings. You can see here. It's like through inside the same like surface, like the same level as the rings, which is really cool. Kind of like a weird, like where its location is. So here it is. It doesn't really look like a pan. I mean, it's more of like a dumpling, or like a ravioli flying in space. That's basically what it looks like. Next is Amalthea. Amalthea is a moon of Jupiter, and it orbits very close to Jupiter, one of the closest moons orbiting around Jupiter. So you can see it here. Wow, it's very dark. Maybe it's because like we're not facing the sun or something. There we go, that's better. That's more like it. Here it is. Let's just do that. There we go. It's pretty close to Jupiter. So it's the third closest moon to Jupiter, followed by Adrastea and Metis. So that's cool, I guess. Next is Europa. This is gonna be the last one. Europa is the second closest moon to Jupiter, or the second Galilean closest moon to Jupiter, the smallest Galilean moon, and it also has, it's the largest, or not the largest, it's the most high chance to have life in it other than Titan, because it has a high level sea level, that's what it's called, a sea level. So it has a very high sea level, which is cool. That's gonna be today's video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.